Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Flat Top Noob. So listen, I'm going to attempt something today that I've never done before. Well, actually it'll be tomorrow, but I'm prepping it today. Brisket. I got me it's almost 2.5 pounds, like 2.8 pounds brisket. Never done this before. We're going to do a little binder with some very, very teriyaki. Very, very teriyaki. Yes, I don't know what that is. It smells like soy sauce to me, but I doubt we would taste it when we're done. But I've got was the McCormick's brown sugar bourbon and some dry rub, just some savory barbecue. So we're gonna actually season it with that. We're gonna throw it in the refrigerator overnight, fire up the smoker in the morning, and let it go. I've never done it, so laugh if you want. That's what I'm here for. So we're going to open this thing up. And from what I understand with doing briskets, is you got to trim the fat. Always have to trim the fat. So apparently we'll get a knife to just open the package first. And yeah. I don't know how much fat's going to be on this thing, though. Whoopsie. A little bit of a camera adjustment. All right, so my wife just said, "Thank you, wife." My unofficiated cameraman. Now, what do you do with these juices that are in here? Do you just, I don't know. I'm probably doing it all wrong. Nobody mentioned anything about that. So we'll just improvise. All right, well, you guys are gonna really hate me. Oh, all right, let's throw this in here. Oh my lordy, that's just came out smooth. All right, so it comes with some seasoning packets with it already. That's odd. That's fine. All right, so I guess that's the top of it. You're supposed to dry this thing off? You are? Yes? Yes. My wife is saying yes, we're supposed to dry this thing off. So I just scooped up. There's not much trimming. So they say to trim the fat by 1/4 of an inch. There ain't much fat there. So I think we're gonna, huh? No, it's not. It's just one. So I guess what we're gonna do now is take the hand condoms off and grab some paper towels and redo this whole, rethink my life. I'll be back. My wife knows more about this than I do, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do is actually going to throw this very, very teriyaki on here for the binder, and maybe glug, glug, glug. Oh man, that was way too much. Way too much. I normally use mustard for ribs and what have you. So let's get this all nice and rubbed out. Rubbing your meat. Nothing like rubbing your meat. You're a sicko. I mean, come on. It's got to come with the territory, right? Okay. All right. Let me know down in the comments below if I'm doing this wrong, because I'm sure I am. But, massage the meat. All right. So what we're going to do is, I think I want to do this side first. I'm going to throw the brown sugar bourbon on here. It's going to be a high dose of coke. And then savory barbecue. Maybe way too much. Maybe. We'll see. All I do now is I'm going to flip it and do the other side. Make sure we get in these little crooks and crannies here. Uh-oh. That was way too much. It poured out. You know, you'd think this part I'd know how to do. You know? Apparently not. Apparently not. Don't know how to rub it down. Okay. Clumpity clump clump. I know they say trim a square, blah, blah, blah. I think it'd be okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to cover this, throw it in the fridge overnight, and then tomorrow morning we're going to fire up that smoker and put it on there. I think it said 225, and then I'm going to bring the meat up to 160. I don't have butcher paper, so they say that aluminum foil is fine. So we're going to do aluminum foil and throw it back in there for 225 until it hits 202, and then we'll go ahead and throw it, wrap it in a towel, throw it in the cooler for about 2 hours, let it rest, and then it'll be time to eat. So I'll see you in the morning. It's going to be a long time for me, a shortcut for you. So see you in a minute. Okay, I just fired up that smoker out there. It's set at 160. So what I'm going to do actually is run this at 160 for about an hour, and then I'll bring it up to about 220 and let it smoke. What I want to do is get the internal temperature at 160, and then after it hits 160, I'm going to pull it off, wrap it in aluminum foil, throw it back on there at the 220, and let it cook until it gets to about 202. And then I'll take it off with it in the aluminum foil. I don't have butcher paper, so kill me in the comments if you wish. But then I'm going to wrap it in a towel and throw it in a little cooler for about an hour and a half. And hopefully my first brisket won't be the last, and it'll be either yummy or yucky. The two Y's. Who knows? So let's get this thing out there on the smoker. You guys want to see it? I want to see it. Oh, why don't we find a cup to put this juice in, shall we? That might not be big enough. Okay. Alrighty, babe. I'm either going to make a mess or All right, I'm going to stick that in the fridge, and we're going to use that when I wrap it and put all those juices back in that wrap. So now we're going to go back out there and see if this smoker's ready to throw this on there. Let's go take a look. All right, my temp is sitting at 168. So it was at 177, now it's at 168. I'm going to throw this on here, and I'm going to probe it. All right, so probably going to put one here, if it'll let me. And we'll go over on this side. Probe it there. Now I want to get this thing up to 160 like I said before, but I'm going to have it sit on this temp for an hour, and we'll come back and we'll change it to 220.
1 hour later.
Okay, according to my probes, I'm at 160. So I'm going to take this thermometer and just double check it. So I'm at 150 on that. 153, 155. I think we're close enough. We're going to take this inside and wrap it. See inside. Okay. Those probes were saying 161, 162, and my thermometer was saying 154, 155. So I think we're going to be good on that. So we're going to take this and put it on here. Nice and juicy. So remember that cup of stuff I got? We're going to grab that out of the fridge and pour it in this little aluminum foil cup. Yeah. So let's fold her up like so. Fold her up like so. If I start doing more of these, I'll get some butcher paper, but I just don't want to spend the money on butcher paper when I'm not going to use them. Now that cup of stuffed juice, go ahead and stir that up. Go ahead and pour it in there. You see me pouring it out. Oh, right over the top of it. Oh, yeah. Okay. And close her all up. I'm going to take her outside, probe it, and get it to 202. All right, let's throw this back on here. Like so. And grab one of these probes and go right down in the middle. Shut her up. Next thing we gotta do is wrap her in a towel and let it rest. All right, so we're about 206 according to that probe. We're gonna go ahead and hit it with this again and see how that thing's pretty good. That problem. 192. Yeah, it's going in pretty good. We're going to take this off, bring it aside, wrap it in a towel. Okay, guys. The juices are just, oh my lord, they're coming out. All right, we're going to wrap it in this towel, throw it in that cooler, and let it rest for about an hour, hour and a half. Okay, I'll see you in an hour and a half. We are at the end of our journey. In this cooler is a probably 2-pound brisket now. So we're gonna pull this out of here, unwrap it like an early Christmas present. Oh, it smells so good. And we're gonna cut into this thing, and hopefully I did this right. One can only hope, right? It's been resting. It's still hot. Oh man, it's warm. Man, oh man, oh man. See what this thing looks like. All right, so I've never done this before, so don't hate me. I'm gonna cut it down the center. No or yes? Babe?
Center?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, how did you guys do it?
Made it in short strips.
Right, I just don't know where the grain's at. Well, I'm going down the center so I can do that. Let's look at how, oh. Look at that, look how pink it is. All right, let's cut a strip here and see how, if it falls apart or if I screwed up. Not too much. All right, I'm going to take a bite and then get out of here. Was it worth the 8 hours or what have you that I did on this? All the ones I've seen, they all fall apart. This one's not really falling apart, but I mean, it's tender. No, it'll be falling apart, but damn good. You got any pointers on how I can do this better? Share them in the comments below. This is my first brisket. I don't think I did too bad. So with that being said, I'm going to cut the rest of this stuff up, go make some chicken for my wife, sit down and enjoy this meal. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.